What's going on with Samsung's One UI 7 update? It was supposed to be one of the biggest software updates of the year, but months after it was first announced, users are still waiting, wondering when or if the update will ever actually show up on their devices. At first, Samsung said the update would start rolling out to newer Galaxy phones in April, then more devices would get it in May and June. That sounded great. But not long after that, things started falling apart. A major bug, which somehow slipped past beta testing, forced Samsung to hit pause on the update. The rollout was suddenly on hold and users were left in the dark. Now, there's finally some movement. Samsung just restarted the rollout and even updated the list of phones that will get One UI 7 in April. And surprisingly, the update has already gone live for some users. Starting today, the One UI 7 update is officially rolling out, but only in South Korea for now. It's available for several devices, including the Galaxy S23 series, the Galaxy S24 FE, the Galaxy Tab S10 series, and the Galaxy Tab S9 series. The update size is around 5 gigabytes, and it also includes the April 2025 security patch. That's a big first step, and if things go smoothly in South Korea, it should roll out to other countries in the coming days. Now let's talk about the new schedule. Samsung says the following phones are expected to get One UI 7 in April 2025. Galaxy S24, S24 Plus, S24 Ultra, Galaxy S23, S23 Plus, S23 Ultra, Galaxy S22, S22 Plus, S22 Ultra, Galaxy S21, S21 Plus, S21 Ultra, Galaxy S24 FE, S23 FE, S21 FE, Galaxy Z Flip 6, Flip 5, Flip 4, Flip 3, Galaxy Z Fold 6, Fold 5, Fold 4, Fold 3. So if you own any of these phones, your update might arrive soon. Samsung seems to be making an effort to include both the newer and slightly older models. The next in line are the Galaxy S22 and S21 series, along with Samsung's older foldable models like the Galaxy Z Fold 4, Fold 3, Flip 4, and Flip 3. But let's be honest, after all the delays, it's hard to fully trust this timeline. Many users have already been let down before. Some are hopeful, while others are just tired of waiting. But why has this update caused so much trouble? The problem started when Samsung found a serious bug that wasn't caught during the beta tests. That forced the company to stop everything and fix it before releasing it to the public. While that's definitely better than sending out a broken update, it also shows how tough it can be to push out a big software change across so many different devices. Still, credit where credit is due. Samsung is trying to make things right. Rolling out One UI 7 to the Galaxy S23 and other newer models first is a smart move. These users usually expect to get the latest updates quickly, and Samsung knows that. So what can you expect from the update? One UI 7 includes performance improvements, better security, and some design changes. You'll also notice smoother animations and more options to customize your phone. Were you hoping to finally get your hands on an affordable foldable phone from Samsung this summer? Well, it looks like you might have to wait a little longer. The Galaxy Z Flip FE, the Fan Edition model, was expected to launch alongside the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Flip 7 later this year. But now, new reports suggest Samsung is pushing that release back, and the reason might not be what you think. Instead of showing up at Samsung's Big Summer Unpacked event, which usually happens around July, the Z Flip FE may now launch closer to the end of the year, possibly in the fourth quarter. That's a major change, especially for people who are hoping to see all the new foldables drop at the same time. So why the delay? According to a report from Korea, Samsung is shifting its focus. The company is currently ramping up production of display panels for the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Flip 7. It seems Samsung wants to get its main foldable models out first before turning its attention to the Fan Edition. That's not all. There's also talk that the delay might be linked to the processor Samsung plans to use in the Z Flip FE. At first, people thought it would be the new Exynos 2500 chip, but that processor has reportedly run into some development problems. Now, the rumor is that Samsung might go with the Exynos 2400 instead. This chip already powers the Galaxy S24 FE and is already in production, which could make things easier. But even now, Samsung hasn't made a final call on which chip to use. In a way, this delay could actually help Samsung. The Fan Edition series is all about offering a slightly cheaper version of its popular phones without cutting too many corners. The Galaxy S24 FE showed there's a real market for this idea. People want something that feels premium, but doesn't cost as much. A foldable Fan Edition could be the perfect way to bring more users into the foldable market, but only if it's done right. The Galaxy Z Flip 6 already raised the bar with its upgraded hinge and cleaner design, so fans have high hopes. If Samsung wants the Z Flip FE to succeed, it needs to feel like a solid device, not just a cheaper version of something better. That's probably why Samsung is taking its time. Rushing, it would only backfire. Now, here's something else worth noting. This delay lines up with the expected launch of Samsung's rumored trifold smartphone, a device with 3 screens that fold out like a tablet. If the company really is planning to launch both of these devices around the same time, it could be trying to space out its releases in a more strategic way. The idea would be to keep people excited all year long instead of dropping everything at once. Yes, it's a little disappointing, but think of it this way. You might be waiting longer, but you're likely getting a better product in the end. Samsung wants to get this right, and if a few extra months of work can help that happen, then the delay might actually be good news. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. For now, though, don't expect to see the Z Flip FE in stores anytime soon. Let us know, are you still excited for a more affordable foldable, or do you think it's coming too late? Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Would you spend over $1,000 on a phone that folds? Well, Samsung hopes you still might, because the Galaxy Z Flip 7 and Fold 7 are almost here. Reports from inside the industry confirm that production is about to begin. This matches up with earlier leaks that said Samsung would start making these foldable phones around May. Despite a few hiccups, especially with the chipsets, it looks like everything is moving on schedule. Let's talk about the Fold 7 first. This phone is expected to run on the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, the same processor that powers the current Galaxy S25 lineup. That's good news for people who want top performance in a foldable phone. If Samsung had any plans to bring the Exynos chip to the Fold 7, it doesn't look like that's happening anymore. Now, what's more interesting is the Galaxy Z Flip 7. This phone was recently seen being tested with Exynos processors. 2 different test models were spotted earlier this month, both running on Exynos chips. So the big question is, are we going back to regional versions again? If Samsung actually releases the Flip 7 in 2 different chip variants, one Exynos and one Snapdragon, it would be a major shift. A few years ago, Samsung stopped doing that because people noticed performance differences. But if they bring it back, we could once again see different versions of the same phone depending on where you live. Behind the scenes, Samsung is also focused on the future. The company is working hard on its new 2nm Exynos 2600 processor, which is expected to show up in the Galaxy S26 phones early next year. The dream is clear. Samsung wants to rely less on other companies like Qualcomm and bring more chip production in-house. And according to recent updates, Samsung Foundry is making solid progress. Meanwhile, Apple, Samsung's biggest rival, is expected to stick with 3nm chips in its iPhone 17 series. A jump to 2nm for the iPhone 18 is possible, but even without any trade problems, that move will make the phones more expensive. Still, some experts say that Samsung's upcoming 2nm chips may not be as power efficient as TSMC's 3nm ones, which Apple uses. So we'll have to wait and see how they compare in real-world use. Now, let's talk about foldable phones in general. While they've definitely gotten better, they haven't become as popular as phone makers hoped. Sales numbers aren't sky high, and that's making companies rethink their plans. Even Samsung, the leader in foldables, has quietly lowered its sales expectations for the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Flip 7. It's aiming for more realistic numbers this time. As for other brands, many have already started pulling out of the foldable phone market completely. They simply can't keep up with Samsung, or they don't want to spend so much money on a product that isn't selling as fast as expected. But that doesn't mean foldables are going away anytime soon. Samsung is still betting big on them, and the Fold 7 and Flip 7 could bring some much-needed upgrades, faster performance, better software, and hopefully longer battery life. So, what do you think? Are foldable phones finally getting close to what we all expected when they first came out, or are they still just an expensive experiment? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're new to the channel, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss the latest updates on phones and tech. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.